Good morning to you, good morning to you. We're all in our places with sun shining faces. Oh, this is the way to have a good day. Hello, my sweet students. Welcome to today's music class. I am so excited to be back here with you again. We have so many fun things planned for today. We have some things celebrating that it's finally the month of Halloween. We've got some rhythms to look like, and we have a brand new composer of the month. So I'm so excited to get started. We are going to kick it off the way we always do with our major scale, but I want you guys to sing it extra beautifully for me today and focus extra hard on it because it's going to have an effect on pretty much everything we do today. Almost every single one of our sections is going to have a little bit of major scale work in it, so make sure that you really set yourself up for success. All right, let's give it a shot. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Good! Now, let's sing through our major triad. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Do, mi, sol, mi, do. Good. One more time. Ready, go. Do, mi, sol, mi, do. Good. Now let's add that top do for our major arpeggio. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Do, mi, sol, mi, do. Very good. All right, let's do that one more time because our arpeggios are going to come up a little later in class. 1, 2, ready, go. Do, mi, sol, mi, do. All right, very good. I bet you guys are experts at that by now. So let's do our scale in parts that we did last week, where you go up to the next note, back down, all the way up to the next note, back down, all the way up to the next note and back down until you're up to the top do, and then you go back down, right? Let's give it a shot. 1, 2, ready, go. Do, re, do, re, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, la, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, good, my friends. I know that those are a little tricky, but you get better and better at them every single time you do them. Wonderful job. All right, let's move on to our song for this week. Alright, so I don't know about you guys, but I am so excited that it's going to be Halloween time soon. We are in the month of Halloween. I love so many different things about Halloween. I love dressing up and trick-or-treating, and I love going down to the pumpkin patch and getting a pumpkin and carving it into a jack-o'-lantern. So today our song is going to be called Jack-o'-lantern, and it's about one of those carved pumpkins you see in the window. So we're going to do this song a little bit differently. We're going to start by learning it on our major scale notes, and then we're going to learn the words. It's going to be super helpful to help reinforce all of your major scale notes and see how they work in a different song. So let's get started. Okay, so here we have our solfege for our song. Soon we'll put the words up, but we're going to learn it with our hand signs first. It's kind of fun. It's kind of a workout. So let's get started. This is going to be a little bit different because it's a little bit harder. I'm going to sing it once, and then I'm going to sing it again, and I want you to sing it with me. But I'm still going to be singing. Unlike when we do it with our words, I'll sing it and then you sing it. I'll sing it and then we'll all sing it. Okay? Let's get started. Do, re, mi, fa, mi, re. All together. Do, re, mi, fa, mi, re. Very good. Here's the next part. Re, mi, fa, so, fa, mi. Together. Re, mi, fa, so, fa, mi. Good. Here's the next part. Mi, fa, so, do, la, so. Together. Mi, fa, so, do, la, so. Good. Here's the last line. Do, re, mi, re, do. Excellent. All right, let's put it all together. 1, 2, ready, go. Do, re, mi, fa, mi, re. Re, mi, fa, so, fa, mi. Mi, fa, so, do, la, so. Do, re, mi, re, do. Good. Let's do it one more time. See how many hand signs you can get through, okay? 1, 2, ready, go. Do, re, mi, fa, mi, re. Re, mi, fa, so, fa, mi. Mi, fa, so, do, la, so. Do, re, mi, re, do. Very good. So keep those in mind as we go on to our words. All right. Excellent. So here we have our first set of words. There's going to be 2 sets. It's a super short song. It's very easy. And you already know the melody. So I am going to show you the solfege while I'm singing you the words, and then you're going to sing it back to me. If you want to try and play along, get those solfege notes in, be my guest. That is so good for your brain. It's so good for your music making skills. That'll make me so happy. But if you want to just take a step back, really focus on those words, that is also totally fine. So it's a choose your own adventure kind of song, okay? All right, here we go. Jack-o'-lantern, jack-o'-lantern. Now you. You are such a funny sight. as you sit there in the window. Looking out at the night. All right, wonderful job. Let's try it all together. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Jack-o'-lantern, jack-o'-lantern, you are such a funny sight. As you sit there in the window, looking out at the night. Ah, that's so beautiful. All right, let's learn the second verse and then we'll be ready to put it all together. Okay, so here they are, our second set of words. I'm going to show you the solfege again. If you didn't do it for the first verse, maybe you feel so confident with the melody, now you want to try it. Totally up to you, okay? You were once a yellow pumpkin, growing on a sturdy vine. Now you are my jack-o'-lantern. Let your candle light shine. Excellent. All right, let's try just that verse all by itself, and then we'll put it all together with our piano, okay? 1, 2, ready, go. You were once a yellow pumpkin, growing on a sturdy vine. Now you are my jack-o'-lantern. Let your candle light shine. Excellent. All right, I think we are ready to really perform it. So give me your best jack-o'-lantern faces and let's go with the piano. 1, 2, ready, go. Jack-o'-lantern, jack-o'-lantern, you are such a funny sight. As you sit there in the window, looking out at the night. You were once a yellow pumpkin, growing on a sturdy vine. Now you are my jack-o'-lantern. Let your candle light shine. Very good, my friends. That sounds so beautiful. I am so happy with that. I love this song. I think it's a perfect song to get us in the Halloween spirit. Another thing I love about this song is that you can perform this song as a round. That might be a brand new word to quite a few of you. A round is a song that you can start if you have a group, with one group starting to sing it, and then the next group can come in, starting the song at the beginning, while the other group is singing through it, and the song sounds good together, even though you're taking it at different sections of the song. That's kind of confusing if you're just like listening to the definition, but if you hear it happening together, it makes a lot more sense. And we have actually kind of done a round when we were going through our Sound of Music. So what I am going to do for us now is I am going to split my video in half. I am going to start singing through it, jack-o'-lantern, jack-o'-lantern. Then I'm going to continue and the other me is going to start the song at jack-o'-lantern, and it's going to sound harmonious and beautiful, and we're going to make all these beautiful sounds together. So what I want you to do is to pick either you are group 1 or group 2. If you are group 1, you're going to come in with the first video. If you are group 2, you're going to come in with me on the second video, okay? It's gonna be so much fun. Let's give it a shot. Jack-o'-lantern, jack-o'-lantern, you are such a funny sight. As you sit there in the lantern, you are such a funny sight. As you sit there in the window, looking out on a sturdy vine. Now you are my jack-o'-lantern, let your candle sturdy light shine. Now you are my jack-o'-lantern, let your candle light shine. All right, good job, my friends. Rounds are a little tricky at first, but they're an amazing way to get used to what it might feel like to sing in a choir where everybody's singing kind of different parts that go together. So it's amazing for your ears, and we're going to continue to do them in the coming weeks. But that was our first round. Congrats. Pat yourself on the back. All right, we are going to go ahead and move on to our rhythm for this week. Let's take a look. Okay, so we're going to start as usual by reviewing our rhythms. We're going to do it a little differently though. Usually, for this whole year, we've been doing it in order of when we learned it. But today, and probably from here on out, we're going to do it in order of how many beats that note gets. So we're going to start with the smallest and go up to the biggest. So first, we have our quarter note, which gets 1 beat. Can you clap some quarter notes with me? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. And then for 2 beats, we have our half note. So can you clap some half notes with me? That's when you're going to clap on the 1 and the 3, and then hold on the 2 and the 4. Let's try it. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. And then we move on to our dotted half note. Now our dotted half note gets 3 beats. And the reason we learned it after our quarter note, our half note, and our whole note is because it's a little funnier. It doesn't quite fit neatly into our measures. So what we're going to do to make a 4/4 measure is we're going to clap 1 dotted half note and 1 quarter note to make 1, 2, 3, 4 beats. All right, so you're going to clap on the 1 and the 4. Let's do it twice. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. And then, last but very much not least, is our whole note. And our whole note gets 4 beats. So let's clap 2 whole notes together, right? So we're going to clap on the 1, hold all the way through the measure until the very next one, okay? Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. All right, you guys are so ready. Let's take a look at our rhythm for this week. All right, so we are in 4/4. That means 4 beats per measure. Quarter note gets the beat. Can you say that with me? 4 beats per measure. Quarter note gets the beat. And we're just gonna start it off. Let's get going. So I'll clap a measure, you clap it back to me, and then when we get to the end of the line, we can do it all together, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. All right, so let's take a look and let's try and do it all together, that top line, okay? 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. All right, now let's try that second line. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. All right, let's try that whole second verse or second line. All right, 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, that's wonderful. So we're about to do it all together, both lines. Something I like to do to help myself remember where those beats are is if I see one of those little connectors, one of those little lines, those hyphens, then I change my voice pattern so that it sounds very connected so that I remember to hold all the way through. So for example, if we have a dotted half note and a quarter note, I'm going to speak it very, very connected all the way through to the 3 and then say 4. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's something that really helps me. So give it a shot. See if it works, okay? Let's do the whole thing together, okay? 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job, you guys. That is so good. So, I want to remind you about our little treble clef and what it means. So, our treble clef looks like this, and we sometimes call it our G clef because remember that little final swish of the treble clef outlines our G line. And our G in our major scale that we've been working on would be so. So now we're applying those two different concepts together. So we've been singing through our rhythms for a few weeks now. I want you to try and sing it, but I want you to try and sing it on so. So we're going to take out the numbers and we're going to add in so. So you are going to be reading the rhythms, but you're going to be singing it on so. That makes sense? It's a little bit trickier, but I think you guys are ready. Let's give it a shot. Okay, so here's our so. We're going to clap the rhythm, but we're going to sing it on so. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. So, 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 Very good. I know that that is a lot trickier and you gotta really pay attention to where you are in the rhythm. But that is the first step to being able to fully read music, to just read a melody and a rhythm straight off the page. All right. Excellent job, my wonderful students. Let's move on to the moment we've all been waiting for, our brand new Composer of the Month. So excited for us to learn all about this month's composer. It's going to be super different from the composer we just had, Ennio Morricone, because he was making music up until this year. Really, really, really recently. This new composer that we're going to learn all about was making music over 250 years ago. Isn't that crazy? And we still have that music today because he wrote it down using the notes that we've been learning in class. So I can't wait to learn all about him. His name is Johann Sebastian Bach. Let's learn about him over in the next slide. All right, so as I said, our new composer is Johann Sebastian Bach. His name might seem a little funny to you guys. It might sound a lot different from your guys' name. But that's because he is German, which means that he was born in a country called Germany. That's in Europe. And he lived from 1685 to 1750, which means that he was a composer from the Baroque era. That's just what they call composers from that time period. And it usually means that the music was kind of fancy and decorated, kind of extra. And Johann Sebastian Bach was a really, really talented organ player. An organ is that instrument that you see over on the side of your screen. It's often in churches, and it's kind of like a piano, but with a lot of extra things. You've got these buttons, you've got keys on 3 different levels, and you've got some pedals down below, and the sound from the organ comes out through these amazing pipes. So some organs are a little smaller, they have less pipes, and then maybe the fancier the church you're in, the more pipes there are to hear the organ. But it is a very special instrument, and it makes sense that it's usually in churches because Johann Sebastian Bach did most of his music writing for the church. He worked for a church who would pay him to create beautiful music for them and would be performed on those church services on Sundays or throughout the week. So that is all the information we need for today on our new composer. Excited about this composer. He has so many fun kind of Halloween-ish pieces that are kind of a little spooky with the organ. But today we're going to be taking a look at something very, very beautiful, which is Bach's Cello Suite in G major. We're going to learn a lot more about it on the next slide, but I wanted to explain what that means. So a suite is just a collection of music for any instrument. In this case, it's going to be a cello. And G major means that it's going to be a major scale that starts on the letter G. That's right, our very special treble clef letter. So the thing about a major scale is as long as you know the order of the notes that you have to play, you can start a major scale on any single note of the entire piano. So this is what your G major would look like and sound like. But you could start a major scale from any note. You could start it here. You could even start it here. So in this case, our major scale starts on the letter G, and that is why it is called cello suite in G major. Let's learn a little bit more about it on the next slide. All right, so cello suite in G major is a piece for solo cello. Now that can be a little confusing because sometimes I say that a piece has solo violin or solo oboe or solo cello, and that means that there is an orchestra behind them and they have the main part. But this time, when I say solo cello, what I really mean is unaccompanied cello. So that means that only a cello player is going to be playing. There's going to be no orchestra behind them, nothing, just one player. It's really, really interesting to listen to. This piece has many arpeggios. Our arpeggios are what we do at the beginning of our class where we go do, mi, so, mi, do. However, this piece is going to have those arpeggios a little bit out of order. So it's going to be the same notes, but it's going to be in a different order. So instead of do, mi, so, mi, do, we have so, mi, so, do, mi. So same notes, but it's a little different. It sounds like this. And it'll sound much better on the cello because that is the instrument that it was intended to be played for. But let's try singing that through. You're gonna go so, mi, so, do, mi. Can you do that with me? 1, 2, ready, go. So, mi, so, do, mi, so, mi, so, do, mi. And then the piece will move on from there, but those are the first sounds that you're going to hear. Now, I've put a cello on the side of the screen for you to look at. It's very large. You have to play it sitting down because it's about the same size as someone sitting down, and you play it with a bow. So I have a question for you, my very, very smart students. Where does this instrument belong? What family do you think the cello belongs to? Is it strings, woodwind, brass, or percussion? Think about it for like 10 seconds and then I'm going to show you the answer. All right, our cello belongs in our dun da 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 string family, right? So you can see that it's very similar to the violin we have over here. It has these strings going up the body and you have to play it with a bow. All right, very good, my friends. Right, we are going to be listening to our cello suite in G major, and it is going to be performed by probably the most famous cello player ever. His name is Yo-Yo Ma. He is incredible, and throughout this video, you're going to see different people showing us their art or their celebrations. It's a beautiful video. I'm so excited. It is perfect for the song, so let's take a look. All right, my wonderful students, I hope you enjoyed that beautiful piece of music. I hope you listened out for your arpeggios. We have so much more Bach to cover. I'm so excited for the pieces we're going to be listening to in the coming weeks. I can't wait to see you again next week for more musical fun. But for today, we are all done. So let's do our final thing to close off our music class. And let's sing through our goodbye song. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile.